Oh yeah, that thing that happened. Yeah, that thing, dude. Jesus. Did you have cake for your birthday, Pri? Christopher, did you have cake? You can tell them I don't care. And they call me the Iguana Whisperer. It comes back with a bunch of fucking whips and scratches. I did eat cake. Good. Good. Raid done. Damn, that was a quick raid. 5 comms despite being a newbie? Well done. Well done, doggo. Well done. I'm glad you ate cake, Pri. Lord gracious. Gracious goodness. Gracious, gracious. Man, y'all got me still red in the cheeks talking about Nintendo. It's hot enough already in here. It's muggy. Let me turn a fan on. It was small, though. I couldn't buy a bigger one. They didn't have one. Aww. I got something to send you later. Remind me. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. It's a coveted recipe. Y'all, when it rains through here, with the way the temperature has been lately, it's just, it just gets sticky. The AC's on, but you wouldn't know it, man. You wouldn't know it. I shouldn't complain. The big boss's name was Thelic. You're gonna have to pardon me in my southern hooked on phonics here, but Phlegathon? Phlegathon? Brr. Yeah, that poor man indeed. I had to grab a chip. It dawned on me that I have been drinking wine without anything on my stomach. And while that's not hitting me yet, it might here soon. So... Reggaeton? Infinitely better name. Hooked on phonics. Yep, that's about right. That's about right. Listen, and it's even harder from when you're in the South. All of our vowels are elongated unnecessarily. They got towns called Arab, Alabama. And then you get in trouble in world history because you say Arabs instead of Arabs. And you didn't fucking know any better because your dad's from Arab, Alabama. Like, how is I the fuck supposed to know, ma'am? Don't take it out on me. No one ever corrected me on my pronunciation. And then, you know, there's like Albany, New York. Well, there's also an Albany, Georgia, except it's pronounced Albany. You go down to the Albany, Georgia, near the Thomasville. And that's where you go to watch the good football, because them boys fed real good down there, and they play some good football. Lord help. Arab, Not racist, just uneducated at the time. The role players are gone, I can pass. Huzzah! I think you got it with the last one. Yeah. Reggaeton. Yo, so Bad Bunny keeps coming up in conversations, Pri. And I know we've talked about Bad Bunny and the Super Bowl and all that shit. Every time I hear other people talk about it, I'm just like, mm-hmm. Ooh. Guys, this is also the first time in a while I've been using ENB lighting. So now I'm like... Okay, so we're using SKYRIM as luminous. There are other options called somber, ominous, and nightmare. Like, ominous is like, they're both dark. It's just like dark, darker, and darkest. Oh dear heavens, I got the man's card too. Huh? You got the boss gave you a business card? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. How does this work? All right, this is the one we needed. All-in-one address library. Need that shit. And papyrus. Okay. Oh. Wait, so you can unlock cards for the card game in game for the card game? Is that how that works? Oh. Interesting. Interesting. All right, y'all. Let me figure out where to put these real quick. It's been a minute. You know what? I still just realized that I never downloaded SkyUI. God damn it. I downloaded USSEP, but not SkyUI. And our man of the fucking hour. How can we not also have our boy Kaidan in here? Damn, Daniel. Basically, the game has mini games, triple triad, and you collect cards from other NPCs, shops, dungeons, and raids. Huh. Like, I like a digital card game as much as the next gal, but really the only card game that I was really able to get into was Lord of the Rings, the living card game, and then resultingly the card game that they made as a digital playthrough, kind of like Hearthstone. Oh, I will say that the actual tabletop is far more interesting. I will say it was far more interesting, for sure. Shoot, hold on. Before I forget, let me actually go ahead and get SkyUI, because if I don't, I'm gonna be big sad. I hate the original UI. Unless one of these that like I downloaded gives me a better UI, which I doubt. And if anybody has a better UI fix than SkyUI, I'm all for it. I just don't play on... Like, I don't play with my Steam controllers, so, like, I play with my keyboard and mouse. So, for that reason, I will download SkyUI. Because the game was definitely not optimized or formatted for PC use at all. Which is hilarious. Considering I believe that is how it is mostly played these days. Especially with the modding capabilities. Can I has? Yo, Firefox is being lame too. trying to step away from Chrome for obvious reasons, namely uBlock Origins being constantly punted. Not that there's anything wrong with ads. And I do make sure to watch ads for people that I support, but YouTube ain't it. So. YouTube ain't it, sis. Okay. Alright, so USSEP goes under bug fixes. I've kind of got things kind of broken down in such a way that I can at least understand how things work. And doing it this way, I actually picked this up from, I think his name is ADHD Decent. His structure of doing things like this. Static mesh improvement mod. Really kind of helped me understand how mod load order works in general. So shout out to him, I guess. Although his stuff is a little bit dated now because he was originally making the series when Anniversary Edition first came out. And then he took a bit of a break and then he came back to it. So like some of the stuff makes sense. Some of it's redundant. But you can still get the gist. You can still get the gist of it all. You know what I mean? Where's my alternate start? Alternate start goes under USSAP. Everything pretty much goes under USSAP. Where is my Sky UI? There it is. Bing, bang, boom. Goes above static mesh. I could show my MO2 screen if you guys really want me to, but it's about as interesting as me dictating it to you right now with the colorful background. So it really just kind of depends on what you prefer. We had a good chat going. Guess I could keep that up if I actually was good at my job. I don't know, we hung out. So the kitten in the backyard is getting huge. Huge, huge, huge. And I went ahead and got a collar for it because I'm pretty extra sure it's just going to end up being ours. I keep trying to find foster homes for it. People who want it for its forever home. No. There's just too many kittens around right now. Too many kittens in shelters. So a very good friend of ours had a small outdoor animal house that they were not using. They were going to throw away. And they gave it to us so that we could use it for the little Habibi in the back. And so far, the cat absolutely fucking loves it. Between that and my greenhouse that it runs around in when it rains. And it has been raining today. So they're out there having the time of their fucking life, I guess. Checked on them a few times. They're dry. So, you know, must be getting out of the rain somehow. Whew. Place alternate start under USEP, cutting room floor, and... Okay. Cutting room floor under alternate start. Boom. Okay, so then bug fixes. Bug fixes is go up. I don't even have that many downloaded, I'll be honest with you. I think I'm at less than 20 mods. And then Kaiden 2, Kaiden AIO, And then I was going to download Bruma, but I just don't have time right now. We'll do that later. We'll add that on after the fact. I haven't done